What's up, guys? ItGaff Entertainment here, coming back at you with another episode of our Satisfactory Let's Play. So, I will be honest with you, after the last episode, a little bit of my OCD kicked in, and I spent about 2 hours designing how I wanted our factory to look. I didn't progress the story in any way, shape, or form, but this spaghetti is absolutely killing me. On my next Let's Play, or my next playthrough of this game, I will not be starting out this way. There will be more order to the base right from the get-go. But what I decided to do was to start clearing this stuff out after busting out the upgrade to this. So once we're basically going to handcraft all the pieces for our space elevator. That way we can open up tech, because after that 2 hours, because I literally did nothing but fool around with stuff, as you can tell, we are very heavy on resources. Just about every single machine we have has stalled entirely because it's too full. So let me go ahead and walk you guys around and show you what I did. So I have decided that I am going to take the ore from here. We are going to belt it up. It's going to go all the way across here. This is straight raw ore. Then it is going to come to here. And it will be belted up to the top behind our main production area. Now from here, we are going to find our smelters, which are going to be aligned like this. Go ahead and press that. So you're just stalled waiting, right? You're yellow now, right? That's how that works. No, you're still red. What are you complaining about? No power? Okay. That is something I probably should have done. So we're now plugged in here and to the power grid. This has no connection. Okay, but the ore is going to be sent up here to be smelted. This splitter is going to take this iron ore, send out the belts in 3 different directions, and they are going to come in to the base from the top down into the machines that they need to be in. Another thing that I did was I had to back these machines up a little bit just to make sure that I left this space here open. So that was what I did, trying to figure out the best way to bring this stuff in. Trial and error, about 8 or 9 different design plans that I thought about. Originally, oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, no, bounced, slowed me down. Originally, I thought about trying to bring it in through the back, through here, and down into the machine, but that cut off about half of this path. And that was super annoying because I want to have lots of open space to drive. Then I had to have my floor here, so the only thing I could do was come in off the top. But if we run out here and look to the side, there is ample amounts of space behind us, except for that the island and that. So our smelters should be good to go up here, for sure. We have plenty of space to start moving out all of that and start putting it up here and fashioning it to the point where it does not look absolutely terrible. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this machine, get this hooked up to the power grid, and then we are going to get to handcrafting all of our goodies. So you need a power line into the main line. Then from here, let's go ahead and we will set a power pole here, and this will be one of the main outlets to this. And then that power pole is going to connect to this power pole. Can we do that? We can. Okay, so that should mean that that has started to get power. Let me see. Yep, you are now part of the entire grid. My power consumption is super down right now because literally, like I said, everything is stalled. Now, this, I just noticed that I totally did this wrong because this is bringing in 120. I need at least 2 smelters. But for now, I'm just going to let this run. So 2 smelters coming in to this splitter. I might be able to merge the belt. Yeah, I could totally merge the belt because that's half a belt. If I crank that up to 60, that would be 60 output on the belt here. That 60 output would go to... You were supposed to be iron pipes, followed by screws. The screws get 15 in. The iron pipes would essentially, in this case, since it's 60, that would be 20, 20, 20. So it'd be a little slower than normal. The ratios are off, so I'll probably end up changing it eventually. But I at least want to get everything laid out properly. That's supposed to be iron plates. That's going to belt them in there. Then the second tier of this is screws. Yep, your iron rods, your screws, iron rods, screws. Okay. And now we can actually start bringing the power a little farther over here. Then our power situation will be 100% where it needs to be. You right there. 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 Okay, we'll connect these while we're at this level. You go here. You go here. You go here. 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 Now we can connect you with the first, you with the first, and you with the first. Then from this one we can connect. We have nothing there, so that doesn't need to connect. You there. You there. Then the last one that needs power is going to be this guy right here. Then all my power in the base should be completely fine. Put you there. And you should be able to come over the top, supplying you with power. We are going to go ahead and reinforce steel plates on you. You're now going to start taking them in. And in true fashion, I put this down the wrong direction. Okay, and then... Oh, getting a little hard to see here because it went nighttime, but you can go there. And you're going to start getting those. So now that we have the factory actually running again and everything appears to be powered, we're handling our smelting up there. Our fuel is decent. What we are going to do is run to the space elevator, see what sort of stuff I need for the next tier of that. And then we are just going to send it. So 75 reinforced plates and 50 rotors. So this will very, very slowly, because my ratios are off right now, start kicking out steel plates. Reinforced steel plates. So we're going to start working on the rotors. And of course, me being dumb, forgot the number, but I remember there was somewhere to the tune of like 75. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up a crap ton of iron, because that's all iron. And we have the iron plate, which means... yeah, I forgot the iron plate is actually a different one. So we'll go ahead and unload those back in. We're going to grab a ton of our iron bars. That should be able to make us a ton of screws and rotors. With the rotors, it takes iron plate and a whole lot of screws. So this is going to go up, and as soon as it starts falling, we know we have the right balance. With my factory at maximum capacity, I really want to send the space elevator up to unlock the next tier. That way I can at least start getting upgrades and having the factory start to produce again, because that little designing session definitely killed our productivity. I want to say it was something near the tune of 45 rotors. Not to mention, we handcraft these substantially faster than we could push them out of a factory, so might as well catch up to the point where we're actually doing stuff as fast as we possibly can. Okay, so we made a crap ton of rotors. Let's see if that's enough. And then I remember it was 75 reinforced plate. Yeah, that is going very slow. Very slow. So it was 50. Cool, we got that 50. We will go ahead and leave them in there. Yep, we were able to leave them. I'm just going to let that run, and then I'm going to go make those 75 reinforced plates. So for the reinforced plates, we need a ton of screws and a ton of the iron plates. So we're going to keep making these until the reinforced plates stop counting up. Then we're going to go grab a ton of iron plates out. We might have enough. I think it takes 3 or 4. So it should give us a good amount before it starts yelling at us, telling us we need more. We need more plates. Yep. So we have bottomed out. Let's go ahead and snag a couple more things of iron plates. After we send this and start doing our next upgrade, what we're going to be doing is we are literally going to start moving all of that spaghetti now that I actually have the design of how I want everything to run. So piece by piece, it will be updated into a substantially better alignment. And we have done it substantially faster than our factory could. And the time it took us to make both the rotors and the reinforced iron plates, let's see how many this was able to chuck out. 9. So yeah, it is moving at a snail's pace, but at least it's going to give us some when we do need them. Load. We're going to seal it up. And send it down. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, that is amazing. Back in the alpha, it had absolutely no animation. Oh, And the render distance is nuts. I can still see it up there. Cool. That was awesome. For the next one, we need motors and modular frames. But we're not going to worry about that. We are going to go check out the new tier. I do believe we did unlock 2 tiers. So that should help us with some of our resource backup. Okay. So from here, tier 3 and tier 4. So coal power. I need rotors and reinforced plates. So everything here is incumbent on other stuff, but I do have overclock production, so we can do that. We'll knock this in. We'll send that. Okay, so first one we are going to move is one of our steel plates. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Pick you up and pick you up. Now from here, we're gonna bring that smelter over here. And this is just a straight solo one, so it is really easy for us to just leave that one space, drop it here, and we should be good to head it straight down. Smelter, and we want input this way. There it is, and there it is. So with that, we're going to bring this belt straight forward and drop it off at the corner. And we'll take that one down there. Let's go ahead and parkour to the belt so we don't take fall damage. So this right here is actually the wraparound for that, but this isn't going to be a very long one, so I don't think it's going to get in the way of the path that I really want. We're here. Yep, there's still an easy clearance of 2 to the side of that for us to drive down, because we can bring it in, and yeah, we'll use these 2 right here. 1 extra space and then 2, so that will actually be perfect. So once we smelt it, we want to come down here to our assembler machine, constructor, and that will be perfect. You, my friend, are going to be making our iron plates, because we have the smeltiness coming in. Once it comes in, we're getting the ore, we're turning it into iron plates, and then we are setting it down here. So we're going to skip a square, it will go right here. Now for power poles, this, skip 2, so it's going to start right here. You to you, and you to you. Now what we're going to do is grab that belt. We're going to bring it down. I wish there was a symmetry line with the conveyor stands, because it's always rough to see exactly in the middle. There we go. Okay, now that we got that taken care of, we'll jump up here. Now it's time to work on bringing this in. We can bring it in. One thing I've found extremely helpful, and I really do appreciate that they've done this, is giving us the ability to lay down conveyor poles. because they really help you figure out exactly where you want things to go. So we're going to move this belt from here to that platform. This belt from there to that platform. Then we are going to get one more of these by adding that. Bring it straight down. Right about there should do it, and that should give us a nice easy turn into the machine. So from here, we're going to have to clear this gap. So to do that, we got to start on this side. So this is going to give us a conveyor pole. We need to stand on the other side of it, which is rough around these cliffs. That gives us our second belt of iron directly next to the first one. Decently evenly spaced as well, just a little bit higher. And I feel like it's tilted a little bit towards the bottom, but they're not clipping, so I'm not going to freak out about it. Let's grab the second line of these, bring it down to about the same point. This one's going to need to go a little farther, so right about there. Then we are going to slam our split in there, and we are getting no clipping, which is good. That's all I really care about, is that it's not clipping like crazy. Oh, I really wish you could jump over that. That would make things much nicer. And for the time being, let's put a little ramp here. Can't afford, need more iron plates. Well, good thing we have a metric ton of them. Let's go ahead and second port up there. Now this will be the challenge with this one. Getting this iron to want to go up there. Let's go ahead and if I were to delete that, get this belt and turn it this way, I could wrap it up. Did I really just... What's in you? Nope. Let's see. Can I loot you? Or is my inventory full? No, it's not full. Yeah, that was one of those storage containers I had sitting right here. Let's go ahead and... I know I'm doing this to clean stuff up, but for now we're going to have a couple of extra storage containers sitting around because I do not want to throw any of this away. We'll grab that. It can all be used. Just needs to be used the right way. Sort. I don't know how long stuff lasts on the ground, so I don't want to leave it there for too long. And are you full? You are full. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this miner. And we are going to tilt it this direction. Now from here I should be able to bring it this direction. Pull a turn. And then from that turn, go up to there. And that should get that going. As soon as we connect some power up to it. Oh, It was this one that connects this one. Let's see, I can climb on this and make sure the belts are all going the right direction. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And yes, they are. So we can go ahead and we'll, as soon as we finish the third one, sending it up there, we will chase the line from there. Let's go ahead and get this one set up here. Get it to come land right about even with that. I don't care if they're 100% perfect. Just don't want any clipping. See, now that's clipping. That is not what we want. So this needs to be a little farther out. Right about at the edge of that, and then we'll turn. That's a little too far. That looks bad with how I got the other one set up. Let's try 3/4 the way. And no clipping, 3/4 the way, right about there. Nope. Right about there. See, the graphical little glitch thing makes me think that it's because it's bumping into stuff. But it's not. Nope, need to be a little farther back. Still right about there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and put down one more of these and try to get it a little less tilty. Yeah, that's the one we need right there. Oh, is that gonna have some clipping when I take it up here? Conveyor belt is too long. That is unfortunate. I knew eventually that was going to happen, so what we're going to have to do is come over here and just make a couple of platforms. Right about there. So now we can get this a little farther forward. I could get that closer, but I'm not super worried about it. We have plenty of space. Now this should allow us to... Okay, so belt's too long again. Let's grab a conveyor pole. We want it right there. That is exactly where we want it. So we can just pull this closer to the end and then send it up there. they'll be at different heights, but that doesn't bother me. Because once they get up here, they are back to good. And right about here is the max length. And that is some horrible... Whoa, nope. Whew. Oh, thank God we were on the island, man. That's the only problem. Sometimes the little aimer just decides to click some completely random stuff you got no business clicking. Okay, so we will bring this out. And here will be our next smelter, since we took that smelter out. What am I doing? Production smelter. Right there, okay. So you're going to come up to right about there. And then you will dive in. Good, good. Now we can take our power. Oh, that's what we didn't do. Speaking of power, to hook up that smelter. Then hook up that smelter. Iron ingot. You're also iron. So that's my first iron mine coming in, my second iron mine coming in, my third iron mine coming in. And now that we got iron taken care of, and we've moved most of this, it's been about that time for us to go ahead and clock off for the day. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And the days of all of this spaghetti over here are absolutely numbered, man. I refuse. I will not deal with it anymore. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next video.